We're looking at 3 boats today that give you the best value in their size range, and here's the crazy part. One of them is actually more affordable than the rest, even though it's bigger. I'm going to walk you through all 3, show you their features, and by the end, you'll see which one is a deal you can't ignore.
Guys, we have the Bulls Bay 20 center console, so 200 center console. Length overall of 19 foot 3 inches, a beam of 8.4, 55 gallon fuel capacity. So let's start back here. Off the stern, we have a Suzuki 150. We have a bracket on one side of the boat here on the port side with a ladder. Okay, no trim tabs on this boat. No trim tabs. We got some pretty heavy duty gear here. These cleats seem pretty nice. All right, let's step up on here. So this boat does feel even bigger than the Pioneer, less cluttery, I think. And the cap is definitely a little different, and I think I prefer this cap over the Pioneer because it's got that channel, that water channel, so you stay dry, your feet stay dry on the deck, and anything that comes over, any rain or fish guts, you could spray on. You could spray it and it'll get into these water channels and come down here to the drain. So I like that. Oh, big bench seating back here. This piece folds down in case you want, access to the bilge back there. Let's take a look in here. I don't know what this is. Oh, nice live well. Look at the size of that thing. That's a big bay well. Big bay well. I like nice cushions too. Sit a couple people back here comfortably. The grab handle. This comes with Clarion speakers. 2-piece construction boat. We have your rod storage under the gunnels. Plenty of space back here for a 20-foot boat, to be honest. And I think it's because they moved the console a little bit more forward. You have some space in here for a cooler, a standard leaning post, nothing out of this world. Okay, that's cool. A little different. So you have dry storage back in here. And then on this one, you don't get a hard top. This is just your standard fabric top with a standard T-top. You get mechanical gauges here. There's no electronics included in this. I don't think. I'll have to check the specs. Storage for your phone. I like these things. T-top box. Some cup holders here. Place for your feet. Store some things in there. Some more storage in there. Clarion music system. Let's check out the console. That's a big console for a 20-foot boat too. A lot like the Pioneer. Very plain, nothing out of this world. Everything seems neat in here. So, and I think on this boat you get even a little bit more space to walk through this because there's less clutter. I can actually walk through on this one a little bit better than the Pioneer. You have a little seat up here that folds down, and some storage in deck. Yeah, big storage space in there. Speakers back in here. I like these cleats, heavy duty cleats. Privacy lights down below on the console. Let's take a look. Big old storage space. You put your life vest in there if you want it. What is that? Assuming that's for maybe a trolling motor. And then anchor storage up in there. Anchor storage in there. Let's go take a look at the price on this one. The price on this one is $51,995. I think this might be even a better bargain than the Pioneer. So it comes with a little bit less luxury, you can say. but you can't really beat the price. We're right at $50,000 and you got a brand new boat to get out on the water. We're looking at the ALK2 22 CRX, Suzuki 150, max power of 200, 21 foot 8 inch length, beam of 8 foot 3 inches, max horsepower 200, fuel capacity 40, 2,200 pounds. Let's go take a look. So these boats have the two models, the CRX and the CLS. CRX being the higher end model. A couple little differences. The cap is a little bit different, and the console, I think the gentleman was telling me, was different. So let's go take a look at this guy. These boats are not rigged. These guys got this boat from the manufacturer and they literally brought it to the show. Got like a little dive platform back here with your ladder. See, this is rigged for Suzuki. Mechanical steering. These guys do have an aggressive dead rise. Let's take a look up here. A lot of space. This boat feels very, very wide back here. A lot of space for a 22-foot boat. So back here, got a live well back there. Another live well back there. Access to your bilge. See some of the rigging. Looks nice and clean. I'd like to see the batteries inside the console, but a space for a cooler under there, some access to your fuel tanks. Now, it seems like there's a lot of space back here because they moved the console a little bit forward. So I like that because that's great for fishing. And it looks like they have some small little courtesy lights under there. That's cool. Your battery switch is down there. You have deck drains on both the starboard and port side. Some bolsters on the starboard and port side as well. You see a leaning post over here. The leaning post is not painted. Coming up to the console here, you got your tilt steering wheel, your regular mechanical throttle control. You have a Simrad and a Suzuki. Little compartment there. Cup holders.
Oh yeah.
A standard T-top. This is not painted or anything like that, but it's reflected in the price, guys. Up to the front here, let's check a look. So this one opens. This opens from the bottom. Another courtesy light down here. So you get space here for a head. It opens up nice. You can get access to your rigging. Everything's nice and covered. So you have the more courtesy lights over here. Nice sitting. Backrest up there. Nice finished storage in there. And we got anchor storage up in here with your trolling motor access. Got tons of space here too. Two people fit comfortably up here. Spreader lights up in the T-top. The nice grab rails. Let's go check out the price. We're looking at $46,850. That's with a 150 Suzuki. You could upgrade to a 200 for $2,700 more. And if you want a trailer, that's $48.50. So 50 grand, you got a 22-foot boat. That's a CRX. That's a higher end model. They also have this model, which is a CRS model, which is a little bit different. So this one doesn't have the leaning post, and this one doesn't have the T-top. Right, it's a little bit more plain Jane. but it's basically the same layout. The console is a little different. It opens from the top to the bottom, but it's got all the great features. The hull is the same. It's a little bit so it's a little bit more budget friendly. Let's take a look at the price real quick. And you're looking at $34,850. So you're looking right at 40K, so about $10,000 less than the CRX model, but you get a little less. So if you're looking to get out on the water and you want a decent sized boat, you really can't go wrong with this style boat. It's not, doesn't have the fit and finish of maybe you know, higher end boats, but I think it's a great bargain. So let's go on to the next. All right, guys, we're looking at the AOK Powerboat 25 CRX. This one is 25 foot overall, 8.5 foot beam, 80 gallon fuel capacity, max horsepower of 350, transom height of 25. No trailer on this one. This one does come equipped with a 250. Let's go take a look. So I talked to the gentleman from this dealer, and he says that these boats just came out of the mold. They haven't even had time to rig them, so they brought them here to the show. So right up the back, you got your trim tabs. Now these boats do look like the Glasstream. It's a very similar hull to the Glasstream. There's some history there with the owner and split, and they made this company AOK2. This is a 25 foot boat, guys. Got EVA foam decking. Even out the back there on the transom, you have a live well. Over on the starboard side, you have another live well. On the port side, you have some rod holders. Nice bench seating over here. You got access to your fuel tank there. There's some of the rigging, batteries. I'd like to see the batteries maybe in the console, but nice backrest here, sturdy, nice and sturdy for 2 people to sit down. Maybe 3 people. Yeah, 3 people sit on here pretty comfortably. You got bolsters all around the boat here. You got a cooler underneath here for underneath the leaning post. Fresh water. Cup holders down here. This is almost like a little rigging station, even a little storage. Got a little sink, the wash down goes out. Now, the gentleman did tell me that they just pulled this out of the mold, so it's not completely finished. I don't think they even had time to detail this thing. All right. Coming up here to the helm. You got your push button switches over here. Your on and off for your Suzuki, digital Suzuki controls, and twin sim rads. You got a pretty nice hardtop as well with the molded speakers, and you have deep hole style T-top, so it's kind of stylish and very strong. This is a 25 CRX, so this is the higher end model. Under gunnel storage for your rods. And then I believe this console opens up from the bottom up here, so you can actually see. Yeah, this is cool. And you have space for a head there, tons of space. Access to your rigging. Some car seat lights down there. This is nice and comfy for when you're riding. Nice finished fish box here. I wonder how this goes up and down. compartment. I wonder what this is over here. Oh, that's the button for the, that's cool. Coming up towards the bow. Got more storage up here. More storage on this side. Finished. This is pretty cool, man. I like the little actuator for the backrest. That's cool. And you got bow storage up there. Yeah, I got to give them a pass on the finish, only because, you know, they just finished this boat. The gentleman was saying that they didn't even get to rig the motor on it, so they literally just pulled it out the mold and received it from the manufacturer, and they brought it here to the show. So let's go take a look at the price. Nice little touches here, guys. It's a 25-foot boat. It's a higher end model. So you're looking at $88,850. Oh, I just came from the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. The prices of boats in this range, the lowest that I found was $110,000. So this being $89,000 at a trailer, you're still under $100,000 with a single 250. So it's hard to beat. That's a lot of boat for 25 feet. So let's go on to the next.
Now I want to hear from you. If you had to pick one of these 3 boats for your next adventure, which one would it be and why? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see which one comes out on top.